Blaze Radio Network.
Somebody's gotta say it. The real conservative theories. America's global baseball Christian conservative, LHMusic. This is the Five Goes in TimeFactor video commentary pod.
It's not about guns. It's about control.
Despite the gun debate being settled since 1791, the distortion about guns has reached an all-time high in the media. That's why we have decided to set the record straight with a new book called Control, Exposing the Truth About Guns. It presents a fact-based case for guns that reveals why gun control really isn't about controlling guns at all, or even controlling violence. It's about controlling you. In the book, I debunk the common myths and outright lies that are often used to vilify guns and demean their owners. Things like this.
You have by far the worst rate of gun murder and gun crime of any of the civilized countries of this world.
This is a really interesting one, because here's what he says. You have by far the worst rate of gun murder and gun crime of any civilized country in the world.
Right.
Exactly right. No, it's not really clear what countries Piers has picked when he says other civilized countries, but it is possible to generate almost any kind of result by picking the right set of countries.
No, but Piers Morgan is English, and he has an accent. You know, he says things like murder.
All right,
so he's obviously more cultured than you, and he knows a lot better than you do.
All right. First of all, that's not accurate. Second, let's be clear on that's lots of nations, including civilized ones. Lots of nations, including the civilized nations, suffer from higher overall murder and gun murder rates than America. In fact, in 2011, the U.S. murder rate was 4.7 per 100,000 people, and the gun murder rate was 3.2. Much of Eastern Europe, much of Southeast Asia, the Caribbean, Africa, all but one South American nation, and all of Central America and Mexico suffer from a much higher murder rate than we do.
Oh, yeah, but that's not what Piers said. He said ours was higher. And he's an expert on all things civilized.
Yeah, just because he has a fancy
he has an accent.
Yeah, it doesn't.
He says murder. You say murder. It sounds stupid the way you say it.
In fact, the dubious distinction of having the most gun violence has to go to Honduras at 68.43 homicides by firearms per 100,000 people, even though it only has 6.2 firearms per 100 people.
Yeah, well, that's Honduras. Surely the United States has the most gun violence of the wealthy and civilized countries.
No, that would be also completely false. Completely false. Staggeringly completely false. And you can find out why on page 16 of the new book that is out now, Control. Exposing the truth about guns.
Yeah, well, I would, but guess what? I can't read, so suck on that!
Use the First Amendment to protect the Second Amendment. Control, Exposing the Truth About Guns by Glenn Beck. Get your copy now at bookstores everywhere and at glennbeck.com/control.
But I don't think that is exactly what
That's an argument winner right there.
Well, I can't read.
What are you going to do about that?
You're printing it on a book, which you cut trees down, and you're making the earth be really, really hot.
I'm not going to contribute to that.
I'm not contributing to global warming, you flat earther. What? Have you heard the latest that we are now, Russia says that we may be headed towards, what is it, 250 years of
200 to 250 years of a cooling period.
Scientists can't figure out why all of it.
Scientists is gone too far, but anyone else can be civilized about global warming can be civilized.
In the history of the country, and it's second only to 1975. So,
and that was 1975.
They thought we were heading into an ice age.
Right. You know what I suggest?
Everybody suggests this because it's all about control, and that's his book. His new book from Glenn Beck, and that is why he wrote this about the truth about guns and all. But all you think about is planet Earth. You are out of your mind. You must be out of your darn eagle mind. Ugh, so don't say that. But anyways, because everyone else can be civilized about this one. Because it could be judgmental. So, but could be you know, I'm talking about this one, about guns, whatever.
Imagine if it right now, and it wouldn't have a hard time paying those benefits.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Seeing that they're all being put out of work by the new green jobs, which sponsored by your green jobs czar.
Well, just the regulations have shut down. Was it 200 and some coal companies already?
Yeah, so I mean, look at how you're. That's I think.
That's all I can say. Green jobs about this one. Everyone else can be civilized, guys, because it's not about controlling everybody else. It's all about control. The truth about guns and all that, because everybody has green earth, except one option. Piers Morgan. No. And I understand that, Stu.
Goes and stands with these guys. We're like, the company won't pay us. They're going out of business.
They're out of business. The company will keep.
Have you been in the coal mine too long, guys? The guy you're standing next to is the guy was the guy putting your companies out of business. I mean, it's incredible to me.
And by the way, our emissions have gone down. Nothing to do with green regulation, nothing to do with things that Van Jones does, because another fossil fuel, natural gas, has replaced the fossil fuel coal that you don't like.
And why has it done that? Because of fracking.
Because of fracking,
we
that
can
they're
easily
also
extract, and we can find and extract so much natural gas now.
Oh, God.
These stupid wishes that out lower emissions and for all these years and could never get it done with all the crap he wanted to do. Finally, process in place that actually lowers emissions and helps the economy. And what does Al Gore do?
What?
Completely opposes it. Frack.
Can I tell you something? I
had to say this, but Van Jones, and I know Van Jones is up to this time. He doesn't even do his job. This is so absurd to me. This is so frightening absurd to me. And this is I don't like it at all. Oh boy, can we try something else? Something else besides this, because it really had a lot of tension about bomb DNA about this one, because according to Fox News, because it makes perfect sense about this one, because this one makes sense to you, and it makes sense about this detonator, about this billboard license generates, because Native Americans incensed over pro-gun rights bill. We has somehow a lot of attention about this, because if it has happened, because the article, well, you be the judge, because these three northern Colorado City showmen dressed in a Native American attire said, the words, turning your arms, the government will take care of you. That's why the government will take care of everyone else. Nelson Macwell's an accountant executive with Lamar Advertising in Denver says yesterday, because they have asked to remain anonymous, and that's why it is a little bit extreme, and of course, but people are really worried about their gun rights and what liberties are going to be taken away. According to the Greenleaf Tribune. So that's why Glenn Beck wrote this book about controlling themselves, about their gun rights and all that, because it makes perfect sense to others, and you could get this book, Control, at your bookstores everywhere, and from Barnes & Noble and all that. And the main reason is, I don't care if you know so much about this one. Tell the NRA and call the NRA and please stop this. I won't say it, but it will be cool to know it. Any questions? Pat and Stu.
CNN, the story that fracking, not fracking, sequestration. There are some cities that are like, I don't really care about sequestration. Okay, so the state's not going to pay for it, or the government's not going to pay for it anymore. Okay, well,
whatever.
We're not going to get closed down by snow, guys. And so the city is just doing it themselves, and the private individuals in the town are just like, come on, let's pitch in together. Let's go and do it.
Let's go do it. Do it. Well, CNN has no agenda. I'm sorry. CNN has no agenda. That's all I can say. So there. End of story. No, CNN, you don't have everyone has to be civilized. Because you're wrong. Possibly wrong. That's all. Anyways, we gotta go. Don't forget to Facebook me and follow me on Facebook.com and Twitter.com. You know my username, LHMusic Time, and so is my TimeFactor page on Facebook at Facebook.com/LHMusic Time 2012, and so is my TimeFactor website, LHMusicTimeFactor.com. And don't forget, tomorrow I'll be here. Trust me about that. Except interruptions are too much for you boys. Pat and Stu. Oh boy.
Here's our sponsor this half hour.
Thoughts on. Anyways, LHMusic is about to sign off, go God's blessings, and I'm out the door. And I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget the book, get a book. Control from Glenn Beck at your bookstores everywhere. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Don't forget, next week is our big season finale. You don't want to miss. And I'm out the door. Bye-bye. Just want to let you know. Take care.